Hello there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a movie review of the movie Patton. This movie came out in 1970, and this is an American classic. It's iconic. Um, it's an epic biographical war film. This is the biographical account of the activities of one of America's most prolific and famous, or infamous, generals during World War II. George S. Patton. Name went away. Um, this movie is an American classic. It is iconic. Uh, General Patton's outspoken and unrestrained attitudes both make him infamous with the military leaders, but famous with the troops and the American civilian populace. They liked his, go get 'em attitude, charge, America first. They liked that, and rightly so. Um, I was told the other day, and I'm not going to name no names. I was told the other day that making this particular video that I'm making now about Patton would not go over well because of the views about not only Patton himself being a warmonger, but the current views in our country about conservatives. And I'm going to answer that right now. Nobody wants war. Nobody does. War is evil and bad. But somebody somewhere is going to start one. You know they will, because there's evil bastards in the world, and they're going to start a war. And if war comes to your doorstep, who do you want to fight it? These little pissant liberals running around, can't figure out what gender they are, can't figure out which bathroom to use. Or would you want a mean son of a bitch who can't wait to get at the enemy and kill them, defeat them? Which one do you want defending you? I know the answer I'm giving. Patton was a warmonger. I believe he was. He enjoyed war. Some people are just built that way. But Patton had a nice ability to be able to win wars. He had a winning attitude for warfare. That is something our country needs. Why? Because there's evil bastards in the world that want to destroy us. We need our own evil bastards fighting for us. I know that sounds bad. You want your soldiers to be wholesome and good, but if you're wholesome and good and going into a battlefield, you're not going to be wholesome and good for very much longer, because war is killing. That's a great quote from another movie. World War One. Sergeant York. War is killing, and the book is again killing, meaning the Bible. And that's right. But it also says, if somebody is threatening your life, you beat your plowshare into a sword and kick his ass. Broadly paraphrased. We need those kinds of people in our military. Our military is designed to kill people and blow things up. Rush Limbaugh. Now, that being said, we don't want pansy-ass liberals running in there trying to figure out what gender they are, trying to complain about, whatever, critical race theory or whatever other bullshit they want to put in there. The U.S. military should not and cannot ever be a social experiment. The U.S. military needs to kill people and blow things up. That's its job. It does so in defense of this great nation. It's not good. It would be nice to live in a world where we didn't need military, but we don't live in that world. That's not a real place anywhere in the world. That's a utopia that simply cannot ever exist. We need military. We need men like Patton. So, anybody who thinks that this video or this movie that I'm talking about was unnecessary, you need to rethink your position. And I'm going to talk good about George Patton from Natal Doomsday, because he was a true American and he knew how to win. That's something we sorely need in this country. Now, that's my soapbox rant for the day. Okay. This is a really great movie, Patton from 1970. It is a biographical account of George S. Patton through the World War II, and all while he was fighting World War II. And it's got a great cast. George C. Scott plays Patton. Carl Malden plays General Omar Bradley. Michael Bates is in it. Michael Strong, Paul Stevens, Carl Michael Vogler, great German actor. Whenever I do these, I try to do standouts, and I'm going to kind of rush through these because I don't want this video to get too long. George C. Scott plays George S. Patton, and he's a great actor in a great role. So you can have a decent actor playing a great role, and it'd be okay. You can have a great, a bad actor. You can have a good actor playing a bad role, and he can make it good. In this, you have a great actor and a great role. And you literally cannot go wrong with it. And he got an Academy Award for this role, so he obviously did something right. Of course, 1970 was a different time in this country. The other standout I want to do is Carl Malden. Carl Malden plays General Omar Bradley, and again, a great actor in a great role. Carl Malden was one of those understated actors that always, always, always delivered. George C. Scott goes without mention. He's always great. Carl Malden, people sometimes, he's usually in a supporting role, but he does it in such a way that you can't ignore it. He's so good. He is one of those understated actors that always delivers. He's great in every role. And this is no exception. He's just so good. And I got to do another side note here. The opening scene of this movie it's a speech in front of some American soldiers, and the backdrop is the American flag, and George C. Scott comes up as Patton and makes the speech, and it's just iconic. If you've not seen this movie, you are really, really missing out. This will make you feel good about America. It will make you realize. I'm not saying Patton was perfect, because he wasn't. He was a flawed individual. He sometimes didn't take other people into account when he made his decisions. That being said, he knew how to win a war. Nobody can argue that. Nobody can argue that. So, if you get a chance to see it, the movie is Patton from 1970. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.